What's up? This is Squad 2448 with American Truck Simulator video. Today we'll be using this Peterbilt sleeper to haul scaffolding from LA to Yuma, California. We'll hop on the inside here, we'll turn it on, and we'll get this haul started today. I'm very excited to be back here in American Truck Sim using these pretty cool semi-trucks. We'll switch over the digital to the speedometer, which is very helpful. So we'll kind of pull out here, we are going over bringing these containers full of scaffolding to a company where they will be using them. So we'll kind of pull out here, it looks like we do have to yield, and there's a few speed bumps, so we should go pretty slow over them, and that's interesting. I usually thought that it would be mainly a stop sign, but it looks like it's a yield for today, and there's also no traffic coming, which is pretty good. So we'll kind of turn over here. It isn't too long of a load, which will be very helpful for us. And it looks like we are heading through a downtown area, which is pretty cool. But take a look at that, guys. This is one awesome setup. I really do like having smaller trailers and also longer ones. We've been doing a lot of heavy hauls and other things like that. But it's pretty early morning. The sun is still rising, which is pretty cool for us. We just got a good night of sleeping since you are only allowed 10 hours on the road each day when you are hauling. So it looks like we are getting on the freeway up here. There's a pretty cool camper kind of passing us over there. But I think that, let's see. We'll have to indicate because we will be taking a left up here. I would like to thank you all for the continued support on the daily content. I really do enjoy doing these daily farm sim videos, and for the second video of the day, we are changing it up. We are playing more games, and I am featuring some more different games on the channel very soon. So let's make sure nobody's coming. Whoa, there's a few cars. We have to keep an eye out. Looks like this car is not going to let us move over, and looks like we are good. You just have to be pretty patient with them. They sometimes do not let you, and you just have to stay in your lane until they will. But this is one awesome Peterbilt. I really do like the sleeper cabs. They look pretty cool. So it looks like we are just a few miles per hour over the speed limit. We'll get down to 55. We'll set a cruise, but I really do like the setup today. I do like the containers look pretty cool. Take a look at that. That looks awesome. So we'll kind of switch to this really fast. Take a look at that. That looks awesome. I really do like using pretty cool trucks like this. And I am also working on some modded vehicles. And if you guys haven't already, I do recommend you follow me over on Instagram. I will be posting more and more pretty cool pictures and announcements there, which will be pretty cool, and I always post when I am going live. So it looks like we actually have to get over really fast. Wow, they are really not letting us go over, but they will. I kind of went over, then they got on their brakes. So we really need to stay in this middle lane. I do not want to go over there, just because sometimes the complete right lane will go into a exit. We do not want that. That's pretty challenging, as you guys saw, to get out of that. So we'll stay here. But look at that, guys. There's a Chevy van passing us. We are definitely over the speed limit, so we'll get on the brakes. I did set a cruise, but it looks like it did not kind of continue. We'll set it to 55. I do like to go 1 mile per hour under, but it usually stays right at the speed limit. There's nobody merging, which is pretty helpful. You always do need to make sure when you are in the right lane, you need to be aware of vehicles merging, and you would have to react if they are coming right into your lane. Looks like a Lincoln just passed by. I do like this realistic pack. It's awesome. Looks like we are now into the desert. You guys can see some desert mountains. That's pretty cool, and I really do like the graphics here. I do have a few realistic graphic mods in American Truck Sim, making it very nice. And I think we'll be doing a throwback to Euro Truck Sim. It looks like a Jeep's passing us, two-door Jeep. Alright, we are turning off here, so we'll definitely indicate we do need to slow down a lot, but we also need to make sure that we won't lose a lot of momentum, because kind of getting started on a hill is pretty challenging, especially with 13,000 pounds on the trailer. So we'll kind of go up to the top. It looks like there's just one vehicle, so we'll kind of let our momentum bring us up the hill, since there's also stop signs. So we'll give it some acceleration. Looks like we weren't able to go all the way up. There's no cars but you will always have to come to a complete stop. Feel the setback of the vehicle before you continue. It looks like we are good, so we do have to check that way and also this way, especially when we do have to take some wide turns. But there looks to be a gas station up here, right up here to the right. It shows it on the GPS, which I really do like it, having it built in to the dash. So we will definitely stop over here. Looks like we are going way over the speed limit, so we will have to slow down. We'll definitely indicate now, since we will have to slow down a lot, and we need to find the easiest one to get in and out of. So we'll have to take a look once we kind of pull in. So it looks like we are kind of having to decide. There is a sign right there, which I wish that they would kind of move the sign off of there, but let's see. I'm thinking we'll kind of go to the center one. Might give us better clearance, especially since we do not want to go up on the curb. It looks like we'll be clearing there. We'll kind of go to this view. Always want to double check, and I just enjoy using this view. Take a look at that. That's pretty cool. So we'll pull in here, and it looks like we'll be able to clear. Yep, we'll be able to do that. Awesome. So we'll kind of hop back on the inside. You do have to turn the truck off to refuel, which is very realistic. You do not want to refuel with the vehicle on. So it looks like we'll be getting a lot of gallons. Almost, I would say $300 worth. Yep, 350, 124 gallons. That is a lot of fuel. I do like doing it, and I believe that it is also covered by the company, which is pretty cool. So yep, covered by the employer. So it looks like traffic is clear, so we'll kind of pull out here. We do have to wait for this bus because we do have to take a pretty wide turn to avoid the sign right over there, and we have to get right back. So it is a little challenging, but using the Logitech G29 steering wheel is very helpful and very realistic. We are continuing to drive towards the Yuma, California, and it looks like there's a fog kind of coming in, but I really do like it. Take a look at that. Looks like we are coming up here on some farm fields to the left and the right. Looks like there's a grass field right over there, and it's pretty cool driving through, seeing the landscape of different states, especially here in a video game, which is pretty cool. So up here, we'll definitely kind of switch over to the right lane. We always do not want to be in the left one, and the speed limit is actually 65 since it shows it on the sign. So we'll be going off the sign since sometimes the GPS isn't always up to date. So we'll kind of go up to 60. I think we'll probably stay right at 63. Yep, that's a pretty good speed. We'll continue this. Looks like there's another semi-truck up in front of us, but we might have to slow down here because we are going into a pretty small area. Let's take a look. Looks like it just went back up, which is pretty realistic for this area. Now we are behind a semi-truck here, so we'll definitely pass. I'm not sure if this is too realistic. There is a few semi-trucks, and they're definitely not going the speed limit. So it looks like it's now 55. So I think we'll probably just pass both of these, and then we'll kind of not really continue to pass. But it looks like we are coming in to El Centro, which we actually did do many deliveries. Looks like we are passing an oil or a gas truck right there. So we just switched back, probably stay back here at 40. So it really does go all around 30, 40, 50. So take a look at that. We are coming through the city, so we will have to slow down. It looks like we'll be taking a left up here, so we'll kind of indicate we do have a convertible Mustang in front of us, which is pretty cool, and a very large bus that just turned, which was awesome. So we'll kind of get out of the cruise control. I do not like using that on the turns. We'll have to slow down since this is a pretty wide turn that we will have to do, and we'll make the turn. Awesome. So overall, this was pretty cool, and let me know down below in the comments, guys, what should we do for the next American Truck Sim video. We'll be doing a lot more. It looks like we are awesome on merging. Yep, there's a semi-truck coming, but it's pretty far back there, so we are good there. Looks like the speed limit is 70 miles per hour. That is pretty fast. It looks like there's a U-Haul truck probably going to turn right in front of us, so we'll let them turn. Another one's turning. Wow, FedEx is driving by. There's a Ford, looks to be a Volvo, so there's a lot of different types of vehicles. We'll definitely indicate, and looks like I think that we are allowed to do a no turn on, we can do a turn on, right? Let's take a look. There looks to be no sign, so what you usually have to do is come to a complete stop before the line, and then you can go if it's good. And there is no sign, so we'll just kind of continue. Now we do have to watch that. Wow, pretty low clearance. And are we turning in? Let's take a look. So it looks like we are turning in right over here. Yeah, so it looks like we are turning in right here, and then a second turn right over here. So take a look at that. Looks like they are actually building something, which is pretty cool. We'll pull in, we'll press enter, and let's go for the hardest one possible. Let's take a look. That actually does not look to be that hard, which is pretty cool. I really do like doing these challenges, but some of the trailers are very hard to kind of park. So let's see if we could kind of turn around here. We do need to slow it down and kind of pull forward and back it in. Backing in trailers is pretty easy. You do just have to turn the opposite direction, and you do not want to go too fast because you do not want to jackknife. It looks like the back wheels will be getting in this section, which is perfect. We'll kind of align the truck now, and I think that that's a very easy parking job. Easy way to get more XP in the game. Let's take a look. So take a look at that, guys. We did it, and we'll disconnect the trailer. Job has been complete. Hope you guys enjoyed today's American Truck Sim video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and subscribe for more.